We'd better buckle up for this one. One team already ranked in the top 25, the other sitting just on the cusp and trying to prove a point in this one. Welcome to John O'Quinn Field in H-Town, home to the Houston Cougars. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on the 24th ranked team in the land, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Houston ready to boot it deep and get this game going. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the TCU Horned Frogs offense will go to work first. And guys, any discussion about this offense has to start and end with the guy behind center.
Yeah, I mean, the quarterback, he gets the ball on every play. He's got to be the leader. He's got to be able to throw the football. So many times you see Jesse where they can run it as well, but he's the captain usually on most teams. It starts and ends with him.
Yeah, and David, the thing you love about this guy, too, is he's such a good distributor and facilitator with the football. He knows this offense like the back of his hand, and he's able to take advantage of all the different weapons they have surrounding him.
The run from the shotgun. Turning it on! Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. First and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going to fire deep. Brings it in down the left side. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line.
This quarterback was licking his chops coming into this game. He told us this week he felt like there were some matchups that he could take advantage of against this defense, and he wasted no time. Opening drive of the game, he finds the matchup he likes, and that was an absolute dime.
Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34. Looking for a man, it's Hoover. Shoots it to the left. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
The give to the back. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Zings it complete to the right. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too.
Touchdown, Horned Frogs! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Houston's offense will go to work for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Caught behind the line. It's Thomas.
Man, that is how you bring the wood. Great job by the defense. He only gets a yard, and he makes him pay for it with a nice physical tackle.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Out of the gun to give to the back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Gives it on the option. Running into the open space. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. A quick pass to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Handoff from the gun. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yards.
He uncorks one deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Horned Frogs will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Back to pass, it's Wegman. Rushes on him. Got it in the middle, it's Broussard. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Last completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man by himself. Smashes ahead. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. A great catch and run for 6.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point is good. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Payne. He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Get it out on the screen. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. They try to pop a run on the draw. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Horned Frogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He'll ride his man on the option. Rides to back and leaves it. He'll get it all the way to the 13-yard line before he's forced out of bounds. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Touchdown, TCU! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target, then make the big play, get the touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They march 78 yards down the field. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Takes the handoff. It's Connors. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Quick handoff. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Finds his man. It's Thomas. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. The Cougars are on the move. Looking to throw, it's Wegman. He's got it. There he goes. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. The sure hands, it's Connors. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Caught over the middle, it's Broussard. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Cougars, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job. And that helped lead to the home run.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
And the Horned Frogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Horned Frogs with the 1st and 10. To throw, it's Hoover. Hauls it in. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
He's looking deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the quick pass. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Oh, he's got a chance.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Fighting off the defender. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And the Horned Frogs pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Grabbed over the middle. It's Rodgers. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the right. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Oh, they're after him! And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Hand off from the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Wegman. Here's a heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the 2nd play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Snagged in the middle, it's Thomas. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Punt is on its way. Wants to return it. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Complete to the right. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Makes it past the marker. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Working on the right. Makes the grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15. The Horned Frogs will snap it on 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half, we'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Power football with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, thanks. Looks like we've had ourselves a very enjoyable first half so far. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the cage in Southeast Texas.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Horned Frogs will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Looking to throw, it's Wegman. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
He's got it. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Breaks the tackle. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Grab behind the line. It's Payne. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. The Horned Frogs really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. And the Horned Frogs send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one.
And that is a huge play in terms of field position. Nice job by the punter. And how about the Gunners getting downfield to down that ball?
They'll go to the ground. Powers through the defender. Knocked down after a pickup of 3 to the 12. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. He'll sneak it. Got enough for the first, and he's still going.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
They'll run the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. This Houston offense about to snap it on first down again. Looking to throw, it's Wegman. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Hold on.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Wants to go up top. This time he's got his man. Corralled and brought down by the defense. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires to the tight end. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man, it's Connors. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Grabbed behind the line, it's Broussard. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. The quick out. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Running back searching for a hole. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Wegman. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. They want to throw it. Sets up the screen. Breaks into the open. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cougars didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looking to fire. He's got him still on his feet. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
They'll try to blast their way in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. And he takes this from inside the 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. To the air, it's Wegman. Makes the catch. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. And the Cougars can really attack on this 2nd and short. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Broussard. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You got to take shots offensively.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. That's caught. It's Johnson. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
The Cougars headed quickly to the line.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. He wants to throw it. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Fired in from the red zone for him to score.
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 31-28. They march 78 yards down the field. They're set to kick it off. And you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Off-play action. Trying to get behind the defense. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. The Horned Frogs are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Wants to throw. It's Hoover. Finds his man. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
They'll run it from the gun. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Going over the top. He's got it at the 20. And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Pass interference. Offense.
So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. He'll take another shot here. Snags it inside the 20. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. The throw. Trying to find the end zone. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
And they will score. Touchdown, TCU.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Wegman. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with it now.
Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be fourth down. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of a season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets, and then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to build your resume, start to build some momentum. So this squad got a good win today.
They sure did. They put the rest of college football on alert with that huge win. And for the team losing, they've now got to be able to turn the page. They got to go back, do some soul searching, because they're a much better team than what they showed today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.